I just spent nearly $1,000 and bought everything Dragon Ball I could find for the last week that we don't have in our collection. We're gonna unbox it all right now and see what we got. Let's do it. Let's first start with the stuff we're not gonna actually be opening. Like these Piccolo gummies. I mean, come on, who has Piccolo gummies in their house? If you don't, what are you doing with your life? You need Piccolo gummies. We all need Piccolo gummies in our life. And we also got the 2 new Super Saiyan Blue Dragon Star releases with the power-up packs. We got Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. Only 2 Dragon Stars were missing. Actually, there's one more missing too. There's a Target exclusive Super Saiyan 3 Goku with see-through hair that I've not been able to find at any Target. So I'm still on the hunt for that guy. But that's the only one we're missing right now. Now we're gonna go to the box figures over here before we open the big mystery box ones, which should be another Kuji set that I ordered a while ago. First, new Grandista Goku just released this one. They showing up in GameStop all over the country, so I had to get them as soon as I seen them. I mean, Super Saiyan Goku and Kamehameha pose, that is absolutely revolutionary for the Dragon Ball figure world. They've never done that before, ever. So it's something that's super, super new. Let's get them out of the box really quick. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's get this guy open. He's actually pretty big. That's what I like about these figures. I mean, look at those legs. That's a big figure right here. That's a big boy. Okay, there's a foot stand with him. First, let's get his body out. Ooh, right here. Boom. Kamehameha Super Saiyan Goku. I can't stress it enough. That is just so revolutionary. Have you ever seen one? Never. There's not like there's 3,000 of those already out or nothing. That's never been done. Let's go ahead and get the body on the legs right here. But they know people are gonna buy them no matter what. Like me, I'm guilty. I'm gonna buy them no matter what. And then let's get his head out of here and put his head on the body and check out this new Super Saiyan Goku Kamehameha figure. If you have a GameStop nearby, go to it because he's everywhere. I've seen him at multiple GameStops and he looks sick. Beautiful Goku right there. And like I said, he's got a foot stand that comes with him, but he actually stands on his own, so I don't know if we're gonna use the foot stand, but it's there. It's an option if you need it. Put that over here. Now let's go to some of the little figures. First off, we have Solid Edgeworks First Form Frieza. Let's cut him out of the box and see how good he looks. This one is super cool looking. First Form Frieza just has a really intricate character design. I think it's super cool. It's just a lot of details. Versus his final form is my favorite, don't get me wrong, but it's so plain, right? It's just white. But his first form, he's got all the little armor details and all that. He looks super cool. Let's get him out of here. Whew. It looks like he's actually one piece, which is very unusual for this figure set. So that's kind of cool. Makes our life easier, not to try to put them together. But let's get him out. There he is. If I can get his stupid bubble wrap around his tail. He doesn't have a stand or nothing. He's just one piece, literally. One piece figure. That's beautiful actually. He looks really good. Wow, yeah, that's a nice figure. Definitely a cool one. And let's go for his brother, who's just a little cooler. Yeah, I know, I'm cringy. Deal with it anyway. Watch me anyway, please. Please don't unsubscribe. Please just leave the video a like for that. I'm now a dad in his 30s, so it's obligated by law that I make corny jokes, so that's what happens. Look at that cooler figure. Beautiful. Let's get him out of there and see what he looks like in person out of the box. Ooh, one piece again. I love the figures being one piece. It just makes my life so much easier. Let's go. All wrapped up in bubble wrap, nice and clean. Let's get him out of here and see what he looks like. Ooh, really solid coloring. I like the purple on him. It's done very well. The bubble wrap around their tail is kind of annoying, but the purple on him looks super sick. There's not a lot of cooler figures compared to Frieza, obviously, but Cooler is a sick little character too. He's cool. He used to have one of the best finishers in Tenkaichi 3. That giant supernova was pretty sick, don't lie, come on. Now we got the matchmakers. We have Gotenks and we have Super Boo right here. We're gonna go ahead and open Gotenks first and see what he looks like. This is a good one. I feel like they do need to make more Boos. I feel like, Boo is the strongest villain in all of Dragon Ball Z. And there's not very many figures in comparison. There's like 8 billion Friezas, 7 billion cells and androids, and like 8 Boos, you know? There's not enough Boo. Let's go ahead and get the head out of here. Of course, this one comes in multiple pieces. You know, you can tell, if they have super spiky hair that's gonna hurt your hand, they're probably gonna be in multiple pieces, so you have to press it on. And you gotta get just a few red marks. If you don't get some red marks putting together your Dragon Ball figures, you're not having fun. Let's go ahead and get this head on there. Ow, there we go, there we go. Boom, looking cool, looking cool. So this Gotenks here is actually gonna be flying. I like these ones, they look super sick. There's his base right here. And here is his stand, and here is his belt. They could have just put his belt on him. I don't know why they made that little tiny itty bitty thing like that a separate piece. Sometimes I feel like they do it just to do it, like just to make extra work. Let's see, where does this go in at? I don't even see a spot on. Oh, it's under his hair. That's kind of going to be annoying. I don't even know if it's going to fit. I'm going to have to force this in. Look at that. They literally put the hole directly under the Super Saiyan 3 here, which is solid. How am I supposed to get this in there? Just get in. It's like, maybe I'll take his head back off. Let's take his head off, then put the stick through his back, and then put his head back on. That's gonna be our only solution, I think. There we go. Now watch his head not fit back on. Nope, there he is. And then there's a little tiny itty bitty hole for his belt right here. Let's put that on. I put it upside down, ignore me. That's so tiny, man. My big hands and this don't work well together. So let's see if I can get that belt piece in there. Okay, there he is. And then he can finally go on his base. Oh, there he is. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now let's get his match, Super Boo, right here. Let's cut him out of the box really quick and see how Super Boo looks. I feel like he's gonna be one piece. He's just like, I don't even know what could be multiple pieces of him. Maybe just a break at the waist, that's it. But he doesn't have a lot of intricate details either. Boom. Yep, just 2 pieces. Legs and upper body. Let's get his head out of here first. Ugh, come here, Boo. Me, Boo, kill you. Pretty cool. Let's get his legs out. There's his legs, and we can go ahead and put his legs and body together. Yeah, that's pretty sick, actually. That looks cool. Let's go ahead and get his stick and base out so we can see how he looks all put together. Boom. We got this. Oh, I hate when they put the hole on his rear end. This is never gonna feel right. I've done this thousands of times, but please excuse me while I go to shove this stick up. Yeah, you know what we're doing here. There we go. It's gotta go up there hard, huh? That's not even enough. Wow, that's deep. All right, he's in there. Now let's put this here. Boom, look at that. That's a sick figure right there. I really like that one. That's definitely something different we haven't seen before. That's cool. And now we got arguably, I'd say, the second coolest scene in all of Dragon Ball Z, which is when Gohan kills Cell. Well, maybe third coolest. Coolest is Goku going Super Saiyan. Second coolest is Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. But the killing of Cell is pretty sick. So we're gonna go ahead and take Cell out of his box first, and then we'll take a look at Gohan. Let's get Cell out first. Let's see. Boop, boop, and boop. All right, let's see what Cell looks like. Comes in just, oh no, not Cell's wings. Oh god, no. Cell's wings will be the death to me. As a Dragon Ball collector, if you collect Dragon Ball figures, you already know this. Cell's wings are almost as bad as Shenron's whiskers. Like, they're just absolutely terrible. They never go on. They always fall off. Yeah, I can already tell. Hopefully this Cell is different. Let's put his body together. Looking good, looking good. But no god, not the wings. Not the wings. All right, here we go. Please, Cell's wings, please just go in, please. I'll just make this easy. Okay, that one went in really easy. Can we get 2 that goes in really easy? Oh, wow, that was the easiest Cell I've ever put together in my life. Usually his wings are just awful to get in. All right, and he's got a little footrest with him right here. He looks like he's gonna probably need it, so there he is. Cell looks really good. And now let's get his match out. My favorite character in all of Dragon Ball, Team Gohan, right here. Let's cut him out of here and see how he looks. If we can get this thing cut. There it is. Boom. One piece again, nice, that looks sick. I love it. So earlier in the year, they announced that they're releasing 2 like actual resin Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan life-size figures, and I was like, oh my gosh, they both look so sick. I gotta pick which one looks better. I picked both. I have no self-control. Somebody help me. I pre-ordered both of them. So I have 2 life-size Gohans coming sometime next year probably. Let's go ahead and put Gohan in the stand right here. Ooh, that looks sick. He looks super good. I love this form of Gohan. It's just super awesome. Now let's cut into the big box right here. I actually ordered this so long ago. This one for some reason got delayed in shipping for like weeks, so I don't even remember what set this was, if I'm being honest with you. So we're gonna unbox it together. Let's see what we have. All right, I'm gonna set it down here and just pull boxes out because that makes it a lot easier on myself. First figure, bang! Kid Goku coming out of the what do you call it? Grade 8 face when he kills King Piccolo in Dragon Ball. So let's go ahead and open this. They have a what is the brand? One of those little ones we just opened of this already, but I'm excited to see what the Kuji version looks like because they're always bigger and they always look better. So I'm super excited. Let's see. Oh yeah, much bigger, much better actually. That's super cool. Let me get him out of here. Let's cut this out. Ugh. And ooh, there he is. There is the monkey head right here. That looks super cool. This almost looks like a crystal or something. That looks super awesome. Let's get Goku out of here. There he is. And then let's get his stand out. Oh my gosh, it's too flat. There it is, right here. Let's go ahead and shove this thing right up Goku's leg, at least this time. At least it's not his, you know, at least it's not his booty. In the leg right here. Now where does this thing go in the monkey? That's oh, right here, I see it. There it is, right there.
It looks like a taxidermy head that you put on this.
It does. It looks really cool though. It looks really, really cool. That is sick actually. Guys, by the way, if you haven't left this video a thumbs up yet, can you leave it a thumbs up? And if you haven't subscribed, like 60 to 70% of you guys watching haven't, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get this channel to 100,000 Dragon Ball fans. We have an insane video coming for you next month. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's gonna be insane. But you don't wanna miss it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now we got Shenron and Oolong wishing for some drawers, because that's what he does. He's cool. Let's go. Let's get him out of here. Cut him out. How many Kuji Oolong figures is there? Are there any? Is this the first? I can't think of one off the top of my head. There might be one I'm missing, but you kind of lose track once you start to get into the thousands. So there, this one is right here. Let's go ahead and cut him out of here and see how he looks. Let's go. It's one giant scene. These are kind of, oh no. I got Shenron's whiskers and Cell's wings in the same day. Oh boy, they're really testing me here. Let's get Oolong out of here. Little tiny, this is more of a Shenron statue than an Oolong statue. The box says Oolong, but it's him making his wish, which is actually kind of cool. Let's scoot that aside and reach in and get the next figure. Then we have Gotenks with the Kamikaze Ghosts right here. That was probably one of the most useless finishers in all of Tenkaichi 3. Because was it just me? Or like 90% of the time, as soon as you use it, they would all just crash into the ground and blow themselves up and do like a little tenth of a health bar damage to the opponent. It felt really useless. Ooh, that looks sick though. That looks sick. Let's get it out of here really quick. Gotenks is super cool. I like Gotenks, but you know what gets on my nerves with Gotenks? Is that they make nothing Goten and Trunks. Everything Goten and Trunks is just Gotenks. How many Goten and Trunks figures do you see really? Like very, very few. There's a trillion Gotenks, so there's just like nothing Goten and Trunks. I feel like they need more love, man. They're pretty cool characters. There's Gotenks right here. And now let's get the ghosts out really quick. Put them right here. Ghost number 1. Then we got, come here, get out, get out. Ghost number 2. And then we have Ghost number 3. Okay, there we go. Just like that, and put them all in their base, and whoa, that is sick. That's actually a really cool little diorama set right there. All the ghosts waiting with Gotenks. Oh, I really like that one. I really like that one. That is cool. Let's reach into the box again. We got a big one here. Check this out. This is Vegeta kicking Cell in the gut right there. Let's go ahead and cut this guy open. This is where the Android saga could have ended. If Vegeta didn't have such a massive ego, he could have killed Cell right here. But I mean, let's all be glad that he didn't, because then we would have never got to see Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and that whole craziness. So Vegeta's ego, it worked out for all of us in the end there. But he definitely could have killed Second Form Cell if he wanted to. Oh, that's big. That's a big figure right here. Let's go ahead and toss the box aside and get this out of here. It looks like it's almost one piece. Maybe just Cell's tail, a couple other pieces. Okay, it's not. It's multiple pieces. There's the trash. Let's see. Vegeta and Cell are one piece though, so that's good. Let's get them out of here. Ugh, kicking Cell right in the gut. Right in his cell nuts, man. All right, look at this tail. This is a long, long tail. Cell, let's get your little tail here and put it where it's supposed to go. Right there. There's that. And then apparently there's 2 stands somewhere. I don't know where they go into. That's part of the mystery here, is figuring out where the stands go. Okay, I see one hole in the side of Cell's leg right here. So that's where one of them is gonna go. And I'm guessing the big one's gonna go on his tail maybe. If that even goes in there. Yeah, it has to. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Where is the big hole? I literally don't see another hole anywhere on this statue. Oh, there's one in Vegeta's booty. Okay, of course it's in Vegeta's booty. Of course it's in Vegeta's booty. Why else would it be? That's probably the little one then, right? Just this guy here. I can't even get this in here. Like, it just doesn't, if you don't have the hands the size of a 6-year-old, sometimes putting these together can be very painful. I mean, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. You know what? My hands don't fit in those little tiny things. So she's gonna work on putting that together because I can't figure it out. But we also got down here a couple things that aren't figures that came with this set. We got, there is some big posters here. We got Goku punching Piccolo in the gut. Then we got Goku, come here. Goku going through King Piccolo from the original Dragon Ball. Then we have Vegeta kicking Cell in the booty or in the nuts. We have this guy. Raccoon is just a creep. Am I the only person that thinks Raccoon's just a creep? He just gives off, like, if he was a real life person, he'd be on the registry. I don't know, maybe it's just me. He just gives off those vibes to me. And let's go into these. What are these actually? These stickers? I feel like they don't usually give you stickers. They're little sets of stickers apparently. There's a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. There's a Raccoon booty. There's a Gohan busting out of the spaceship in Grade 8 Vegeta. There's Oolong and then Goku transforming to the ape. And then we got the greatest character in all of Tenkaichi 3. Come on there. And then actually 2 of the greatest characters. We also got Wolfang Fist. I mean, come on now. These are just beautiful. And then we got the evil containment and then Goku punching through Piccolo again. And then we got a different version of Cell and Vegeta kicking him and all that. So that's all for that box. Then we still have this box right here. You actually get them together? They don't want to go, do they? I'm telling you. This box, I think, is the last one prize. I think because we were out of town, I was kind of late in ordering this set. So, like, all the complete sets had already sold out. So, I had to order those and this one separately, which cost me a little more money. But we had to get them. We couldn't not get them. Check that out, though. Grandpa Gohan and Goku. Hey, we got it together. Let's go. Look at that. Vegeta kicking Cell in the guts. That is super, super sick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now, we're gonna open Grandpa Gohan and Goku. If you didn't cry at this scene in Dragon Ball, then you're not a human. This is like, you know what people say, did you cry during the Titanic? Nobody cried during the Titanic. But Goku meeting Grandpa Gohan again in Baba's place, that's a cry-worthy scene. And if you didn't cry, you're just an emotionless monster. I don't wanna talk to you. That is just an intense scene there. Let's go ahead and get this box open right now and get a figure out of here. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. That is such a sick figure. Let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic and see what it looks like really quick. Ugh, open up, open up. There's the plastic. Oop, I almost tossed the halo. I need to get the halo. Sometimes those halos are barely visible. Hey, this is gonna be another painful one to get together. We're gonna see. We got Grandpa Gohan. We got Kid Goku. You know what I don't see? And I'm wondering if it was in that plastic I just tossed. Or actually, they cut his tail off at this point, didn't they? Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm so used to seeing, yeah, okay. I'm so used to seeing Kid Goku with the tail. I had to remember back to that point in the story. Forget he doesn't have a tail at the moment. So let's get Grandpa Gohan and his base right there. Let's see where Goku is gonna just go on his neck, or yeah, he just literally sits on his head actually. That's pretty cool. And then we gotta give Grandpa Gohan his halo right here. So where does the halo go in at if Goku's sitting on his head? That's my question, because the halo hole I feel like is gonna be slightly off to the side. So it's gonna go like this right there. So there you can see the halo, and then we can put Goku on his head. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but either which way, it's a super sick figure. Another insane Dragon Ball haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Video next month is gonna be insane. Remember, growing up is giving up, and until next time, peace out.